trying to change different numbers and can't get a single number.
We've given you our details. It's a bit of give both ways,
Well,
isn't it?
well, no, you have to give me your details.
Yes.
It's part of your code of practice.
Yeah.
Okay, I do not.
Right. Okay. Okay. Bear me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Then.
Original footage credit goes to Plod or not to Plod. Do subscribe to its channel.
Police officers, working in
Okay.
there.
If you're a police officer, could you produce your warrant card
No, 'cause I'm
and your
just out on
shoulder
my
number?
lunch at the minute. I
Makes
was
no
just
difference.
wondering if-
You've approached me. You said you're a police officer.
Oh, right.
Okay. And
just
it
wondering why
is
you're
in your
filming
code
the
of practice
police
that if you're in plain clothes and you say that you're a police officer, that you produce your warrant card.
Someone to come down and speak to you.
So are you refusing to get your warrant card?
No, I
out?
don't have my warrant card on me because I'm out on lunch.
Okay, so in other words, at this moment in time, you are not an actual police officer because you do not have your warrant card on you. So to come up to a member of the public and say you're a police officer and you don't have your warrant card, impersonating a police officer outright full on. So that's what I said. You can't just walk up to someone and say you're a police officer and not have your warrant card and you're in plain clothes like this. So what a joke. An absolute joke. So you can see there that we've got
Today's audit at Hatfield Police Station takes an immediate turn when an officer approaches without proper identification. Within seconds of filming, we witness what appears to be a fundamental breach of police protocol. The code of practice requires plainclothes officers to show warrant cards when identifying themselves to the public. What unfolds next raises serious questions about professional standards and whether this officer is even legally acting in their capacity. Let's see how this confrontation develops.
what an absolute joker. To tell me you're a police officer and then you can't produce a warrant card. Yeah, it's a bit sus as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing, and you can see that definitely looks like it's been hit quite a few times. So and that top part. So that looks quite battered, so you can see there where it's been hit and hit. So I'd like to see the state of the vehicles from it. I've still got this woman here impersonating an officer by saying that she's an officer and yet can't produce anything. So absolute joke. I couldn't believe, guys, that I was there all of what, 30 seconds. That's all I was here for, and literally absolutely just jumped on it, which is fine. As I said, I've got no problem. I'll engage, I'll communicate, but you can't approach me, tell me you're a police officer and then not have any identification on you. So until they've actually got that identification and they're holding the Queen's warrant, as far as I'm concerned, they're not a police officer.
The auditor's assessment appears legally sound here. Without a warrant card, a plainclothes officer typically cannot exercise police powers. The impersonation claim might seem strong, but the key test is, did they falsely claim authority? The officer's hasty retreat suggests they recognize the validity of this challenge.
So, and that's how crazy it becomes. But these two here, completely impersonating. And it was this blonde one here, was the one that actually said it. So she's now trying to chase different numbers and can't get a single number. Well, I may have to go and use the phone with disconnection to get through, because that's what members of the public have to do. So I might have to go and use the famous yellow phone. You can see all I did was walk from there to there, and then from there literally to here, and that's exactly what I did. So, and it was this one here.
Thank you.
Notice how quickly the situation escalated from lawful filming to confrontation. The auditor maintains composure while documenting damaged property, completely legal activity. The yellow phone reference highlights how citizens typically must navigate bureaucracy, while officers can approach freely. This power imbalance becomes central to what happens next.
So could you actually tell me then why you approached me and told me you were a police officer and you didn't have your warrant card?
Police station. I don't have my warrant card because I've just gone out on lunch. So this nice gentleman's going to come and speak to you.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say you're a police officer unless you got your warrant card with you. So if you haven't got your warrant card, could you at least give me your shoulder number?
We just stopped this gentleman just filming outside. I don't have my warrant card. We're literally on lunch. So I just wanted an officer to come down and speak to him. Is that okay? Thank you.
Alright?
I'm good.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Can I just ask why?
Thanks, Sean.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself properly for
Yeah,
me,
my
please?
name's Jack Laycock, I'm PCSI at Hatfield.
Sorry, say that again.
My name's Jack Laycock.
Yep.
I'm a PCSI from Hatfield Police Station.
You're a PCSO?
Yeah, I'm a warrant
Okay.
number 6736.
No worries. Cool.
Can I just ask?
Are you alright?
Good morning. How are you?
You sure?
You okay there?
Not too bad.
What are you doing here today?
Well, could you identify yourself first,
yeah,
please?
sure. PC Woods from Hertfordshire Police.
No worries.
The warrant number's 1850. Is that what you need to know, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
Just ask what you're doing here today.
Well, I'm filming.
Filming whilst what?
Whatever I can see.
Yeah? Is there a reason, though?
Because I wish to.
Sorry?
Because I
You
wish
just wish to, yeah?
Yep.
Right, okay. And what are you intending to do with the videos?
Whatever I wish.
Yeah? Are you happy to give us your details?
Nope.
No? Okay, fine. Okay. Are you from the area?
What does that have to do
I'm
with
just
it?
asking if you know the area very well.
That's
You got an
ir-
interest in police stations or
That's
police
irrelevant.
vehicles?
Yep, I film whatever I can see.
Right, okay, that's fine, you're entitled to,
Yep.
but you've got to understand the climate we're in at the moment.
What climate's that?
Obviously, with risk to police officers, potentially to do with terrorism and anything like that, we've got concerns if anyone's filming a police
Okay,
station.
and
okay,
then-
just for people's safety.
And then
not
what
your
you,
causing-
but then what you then got to remember, okay, is the reason why people film the police, okay, is for people's safety from the police.
Finally, proper identification procedures are followed. Both officers provide names and numbers as required. The test here is simple. Is filming lawful? Generally, yes. In public spaces, the officers acknowledge this, but continue pressing for details they're not entitled to receive without reasonable suspicion.
Of course, and as I say, people are well entitled to do that. I've got no issues with you doing it, but we obviously got our concerns like you've got your concerns, yeah?
Yep.
And that's why we're here, all right? So that's why I'm asking, okay?
Yep.
We've all got concerns from both sides of the story, haven't we?
Yep.
You probably understand that. And that's why we need to know
Yep.
who you are,
But
so there's no
well, you
concerns
don't,
to us.
you don't need to know who I am.
It would
okay.
help us massively,
No,
so then we can...
It will help you because you want to run my details through your system, okay? But I don't need to give you any information because I've broken no law and I've committed no crime.
No, but we've given you our details. It's a bit of give both ways,
Well,
isn't it?
well, no, you have to give me your details.
Yes,
It's part of your code of
Yeah,
practice,
yeah.
okay? I do not,
Right, okay. Okay, bear me 2 seconds
okay?
then. That's fine.
And have you got your body camera on?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I do
Can
have
you
a
tell
camera.
me why you didn't tell me?
Because he's literally just flicked it on
Yeah.
and he was talking to
Okay.
me.
Right, no worries.
Okay.
Okay. And is it standard practice that you actually wear football colours when you're actually on duty?
Well, it's the team I like. I've not been told otherwise.
Makes no difference, you're on duty.
Okay.
Okay, and if you actually read what your code of ethics is, okay, stuff like that should not be worn.
Okay, and if I get told otherwise, I'll take it off.
Okay.
You wait for a minute.
Yeah,
I was going to make a phone call.
Here's where things get problematic. Mentioning terrorism without specific grounds typically falls short of Section 43 requirements. The officer needs reasonable suspicion, not general climate concerns. The auditor correctly identifies this as fishing for justification rather than responding to genuine risk indicators.
BTSO's come out in football colours now. What a joke. Absolute joke. So what made you want to become a PCSO then?
The area I grew up in. Want to give back to the community.
So would you be looking at becoming a PC?
I will be becoming a PC.
Okay. And so what do you feel by becoming a PC that you can actually do then for the public?
Well, with being a PCSO, you've got limited powers, don't you?
Yep.
So I want to go to that next step, where I'll be going to more jobs, be able to help more people.
Okay. So once you become an actual PC then, would you say then that you would actually uphold and abide by what the actual law is?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well then I have a question for you. Okay, when you got somebody that's doing a completely lawful activity standing on public property,
Yeah.
okay, and you approach them, it's like your colleague there who is a PC, now you didn't mention it, okay, he mentioned terrorism and under the current climate,
Yeah.
okay, that's got absolutely nothing to do with me doing a completely lawful activity.
No.
Okay, and that's something that should not have been said.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's him explaining his reason for being here.
no, it's a police station and it's where officers are.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why I'm saying to you, if you are going to become an actual PC, okay, the only thing I'd say to you is when you do engage with members of the public.
The football colours issue might seem minor, but it speaks to professional standards. Police regulations generally require neutral appearance on duty. While not illegal, it appears inconsistent with maintaining public confidence. The PCSO's aspirations to become a PC add interesting context to this exchange.
Okay, don't jump to conclusions,
No,
just
absolutely.
talk to them
Yeah, of course,
normally.
yeah.
Okay, whether or not you got your concerns or not, okay, those are your concerns. The big question is, have they broken the law, yes or no?
Oh, I agree.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. So people just have to be careful on the way that they engage with people. And if you do become a PC, good luck to you. And it's like, we need a police force.
Yep.
We want a police force, but we want one that actually upholds the law
Yep.
properly
Oh, I agree.
and serves and protects the public.
Absolutely.
So, and as I said, I do wish you all the best if you do become one.
Thank you.
Okay, but the only thing I'd actually ask as a member of the public is please just uphold the law, okay, and do the right thing.
Absolutely.
Right. Do you know Matthew by any chance?
What's that got to do
I'm
with
just
it?
asking. Yes or no?
No.
No? No? Okay, fine. Fine. Matthew Ingram, is that your name?
Matthew Ingram?
No?
No.
No. Okay, fine. You got his picture, yeah?
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah?
Okay, just remember, okay, I will be requesting a copy of that.
Off the body warm.
Okay, yep, okay.
For what reason? You need to give us your details then.
No, I do not need to give you
So
my
how are you
details.
going to get a copy of it?
Okay, I will actually get that.
Oh, will you?
Yes, I
How
will.
are we going to send it to you or get you a
Okay,
copy?
because I will actually request it online.
This constructive dialogue shows auditing at its best, educating future officers about lawful activity and proper engagement. The auditor's measured approach here contrasts with the earlier confrontation. Notice how respectful conversation achieves more than aggressive tactics from either side.
Okay, and all what I need to give is an actual email address. That's it.
It won't be sent to you that way. It's not a secure way to do it.
I only have to give my email address to actually give
We'll
it,
leave you to it, sir.
and
Okay?
I can
Have a
actually
good day.
give whatever name I wish.
Thank you.
So, whoever they were looking for, it was someone called Matthew Ingram, okay, and I think that they were going to try and say there's a warrant out, and yeah, but you can tell that the PCSO, he was actually quite chill, but then you can see that the actual PC, yeah, he wanted to take that further. So he wanted to take that a lot further. So what I'll do is I'll take a walk round the front and I will see what's what round the front. So let us know what you think. And I know for some of you may sort of criticise to do with me sort of saying all the best to that young lad if he becomes an actual PC. But I think, as we all know, we all need a police force, but we want an actual police force that actually upholds the law and serves and protects the actual members of the public.
The Matthew Ingram moment reveals potential phishing for warrants, a concerning practice. Without reasonable grounds to suspect this specific person, such inquiries typically exceed lawful questioning. The body cam request rights are correctly stated. Only an email address is required for footage requests.
So when we look at the whole bigger picture, if he does, okay, then great. If he doesn't, then he will become another tyrant, and those are the people then that we have to get out. So that's the magistrate's court then. I think their food van's here. And then that's the actual court, I believe, as well. So yeah, that's the court and the police station that's here. So there's quite a few people in there, so I won't go in. And there's your defib. So I think all in all, I think that's got to be most probably one of my quickest that I've ever had from when I've started filming.
As the audit continues peacefully around the magistrate's court, we see the contrast between aggressive initial response and normal filming activity. Public buildings can generally be filmed from public spaces. The auditor's restraint when people are present shows consideration while maintaining his rights.
At this stage, as you've seen, all right done, but I just crossed the road, boom boom, and that was it. So, more staff parking. We've got so much parking. So I take it this gate is no longer in use for whatever reason. So most probably one of them's most probably twatted it.
This audit highlights 3 crucial takeaways woven throughout. First, officers must carry warrant cards when exercising powers, no exceptions for lunch breaks. Second, mentioning terrorism requires specific reasonable suspicion, not general climate concerns. Third, professional standards matter, from identification to appearance to respectful engagement. The rapid response time shows heightened sensitivity around police stations, but quick response doesn't justify improper procedures. Comment below if you've experienced similar identification issues, and subscribe for more accountability content. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Don't go away. Click the video on screen to stay connected. Peace out.